Hey guys, so I just want to make a quick video just to share about the bishop and my first ever Zakum run I've done without dying at all. I was really quite stoked about this because, you know, in Zakum runs as bishops, our job is to go there and buff and heal, but I've always died several times while his arms are still out, and then when the poison cloud comes up, or when his fist comes up from the ground and punches, I usually die. And then when the first four arms are down, you flip to the other side. The same thing happens. But then when all the arms are gone, just his body, but then there's like lightning, and then his little tiki warriors, as I call them, come out. And these pillars of like fiery rocks fall. So lots of avenues for the bishop to die. But this was my first ever run without dying. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and tell you guys what I did. I'm level 105. And as you can see, I use the following skills. I've got one tab that's got my main group heal, the dispel, and my Bahamut. And then on the main tab, I've basically got Genesis, Resurrection. I hardly even use any other attack other than my very main one. And the main attack that I use is Angel Ray. I actually never used Big Bang at all. So all I did was just spam Angel Ray, and it was hitting on one side of the mobs. And I would just look around, and there were a couple of bishops in this one, so we could cycle our little fountain heal thingy. What's the name of that skill? I gotta look up the names. I'm still pretty new to this. Holy Fountain, yeah, close enough. So as you can see right now, I'm actually standing in the poison cloud, and a couple of times you'll see me jump out of the poison cloud because I'm so used to dying in the poison cloud, but this time I simply wasn't. So I was just in there. I would dispel whenever I saw there were affixes, and I would simply just keep spamming Angel Ray. So I thought that was really pretty interesting. My gear is not fantastic at all. I haven't got a single legendary. My weapon is a perfect Jaihin wand, but it's just epic. It's level 15 with 10 stars on it, so it's a perfect wand, and nothing over the top as far as gear goes. It may have a part to play that there were multiple bishops in here, so there was lots of heals being spammed. And yeah, that probably helped quite a little bit. But it was just pretty interesting, you know, for me on my part, not having died. It was definitely a first. As you can see, we're on the 27-minute mark, and 3 arms are already down. I did not even come close to dying, and I'd like you to pay attention to parts where you can see the affixes, like the poison and the pillars and all that nasty stuff. Spam Genesis whenever I need to. And over here, yeah, the poison comes out again, so you see me shoot down. And I decided to just go up the other side again. So I go the other side, and I was going to start on the other 4 arms. But poison spawned right there, so I'm like, ah. Okay, just shoot it from down here. And there were people dying. So when people died, what I would do is pop Resurrection. When I saw a couple of people dead, because Resurrection can revive more than one person at a time. And this group wasn't like a out and out DPS, because I've been in groups where I've seen Zakum drop quicker. This group did have some lower level ones, but not to knock on any low level guys, because We were all there once, right? I did my first Zakum run when I was 70, and there were higher levels there that were doing all the damage, because I was basically going from getting in to dying, going just dying non-stop, but die like 20 times in one Zakum raid, Zakum expedition. So finally not dying is quite exciting. I really felt that Rocky soundtrack playing in my head, getting stronger. And the Bishop's getting there. I really want to get that unique weapon. That's going to be next on the list. But let's get that 40,000 gold leaves first. That's going to be the grind. I really hate that it's such a long grind to go get that your unique weapon. But if you want that perfect unique weapon, that's what you're going to do. My weapon does have some pretty crappy passives on it, and I'll sort that out later. As you can see now, I'm still standing in the poison. There are people dead all around me. Resurrection's on cooldown. I pop back up and did not even come close to dying. And in fact, I was hitting Zakum the whole way. So doing as much DPS as I can, and I had not seen it yet, but this definitely felt like one Zakum expedition where I contributed the most to damage as well. So constantly just hitting. The only problem I had is I play a mechanical keyboard, and I was streaming when I do this. I stream as well. So look at the number of holy fountains going on. So that's definitely got a part to play with the not dying. It's a double holy fountain. I'm not entirely sure if they stack, but that was 2 holy fountains in that poison cloud. Just the last arm to go down. And then, yeah, it's all about taking his body out. That's when the affixes change. You're going to see the Tiki Warriors come out. You're going to see his falling flaming rocks. These flaming rocks always take me out. Actually, they're more like pillars than rocks. These things, look at that. See people just drop when that lightning, those fire pillars come down. Every time a fire pillar comes down, you see a tombstone rise. So those things really, really hurt. But this was going really well, and look at Zakum. These are the Tiki Warriors. So I try to save my Genesis for the Tiki Warriors. But Genesis, unfortunately, if you're standing on the left end, does not hit all the way. So I wasn't so concerned about the Tiki Warriors on the right, because there's no one actually standing there. Except for one person that you can see is clearly just leeching on the extreme right of the map. There he's back. But yeah, the Tiki Warriors out again. Pop the heals, pop the Genesis. Try and keep as many people alive as possible. Right there, you can see 3 Bahamut's. So you know that there were at least 3 bishops. Like I said, I've seen Zakum go down quicker. I guess there are some classes, right? I'm not familiar with all the classes yet. I played Maplestory back in like 2008, guys. And I absolutely loved it then. I played Global Maplestory. And back then, I only made it to level 93, and I was a priest. I never became a bishop. So when Maple M came out, actually having bishop skills was so exciting for me. Because in Global, it's such a long grind, it's nuts. I played for about a year and got to only about level 93, if I remember correctly. This was, yeah, 10 years ago that I played Global. So here's Zakum on his last phase. That green bar, that awesome green bar that you like to see. And he's melting. Not like an ice cube in a really hot day, but just like an ice cube in a fridge. Not really. That's super slow. No, not really. Yeah, maybe an ice cube in the fridge. So more people dying, even though there's double holy fountains out. Every time we have one of the flaming pillars, almost someone dies. And this was it. This last moments, I was like, oh, don't die, don't die, don't die. Let this be the first. And that's all she wrote. Awesome. So lags out for a second there. And just gold leaves. No Zakum helm yet. But I was pretty stoked to see this. That I actually came out 4th on DPS. I'm usually right at the bottom. I also use a whole bunch of potions, it seems. So that's basically it, what I wanted to share. That's the... these are the skills? No, these are not the skills. Did I ever show the skills? I don't think I did. Yeah, anyway, I did describe all the skills. If you guys have any questions, I do stream. So I'll put a link to my stream at the bottom. And I do not make very much YouTube content. There are great Maple M YouTube content creators out there. Some of which I completely enjoy watching. Guys like Mask and Fish and Mantis. These 3 guys I watch and have learned a lot from them. So do go check them out. But do come check out my stream. I've streamed other games, but I'm really into Maple now, so I'm trying to stream Maple as much as I can. See you on the stream.